Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. It's been a couple weeks because I've had trouble loading the saves, and I never really had that problem before, so I had to figure out how to do it. And the way you do it is you load an older save, and then when you're in that save, load to the save that's not loading, and then it works. So we're gonna head over to this Goodsprings Cemetery and get whichever one of the two we didn't get from the schoolhouse. Um, Now, there's usually a bark scorpion or whatever. Yeah, there it is. Oh, no. Up here. And then on the top, there'll be some bloat flies. Now, the thing about the cemetery is there's a bunch of really nasty things all around it. That's why it tells you, like, hold on, get a little crouch here. Wait, am I using a shotgun? Nope. Okay. There we go. I think I was using a shotgun. Yeah. I just wasn't paying attention to my gun. And I should have not used a machete, that's for sure. But a rifle of sorts? I guess this will work. So now we're gonna go fight these bloat flies. Let's be a little sneaky at first. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3. Was that 4 or was that the same one? There's a bunch. I'm detected by something. Is it Victor? Sometimes he walks around here. Got him. None of them are coming towards me. That's good. But they're hard to hit. They're little floating bastards. Got him. Let's get this one now. Alright, using all the ammo. Hey, ammo has weight, so whatever. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. I didn't like those chances. Got him. There's no reason not to take your time and not aggroed. That was a bad decision. Oh, I thought that one was gonna get him. I might make us level up. No. I don't understand those. Yo. Got him. Okay. 0 attacks on us. Go us. And just to be sure, yep, we're all good. So we're gonna reload. So we can take their meat. To take it? No. A. Let's take all. Okay. A little crow there. So yeah, if you go down here, there's like bad shit everywhere. See, giant rat scorpions. Pretty difficult to do. This was our grave, so that's cool. So you can open the graves if you get a shovel, and I think there should be a shovel up here, or was it somewhere else? It's been a while. So I was gonna do a different way of getting the plants that we're looking for, and then come back to this later. But I just came up here instead because I couldn't find where I was trying to find. So yeah, I thought there was usually like a shovel near your grave, though. But I'll definitely, when we do the looting of Goodsprings, get the shovel and we'll come back up here. So here's the Goodsprings snow globe, a little collectible. Will be worth a lot of money later on. But there's also, oh no, stop, a fruit on this. Where's is it this? Okay, that's the Brock flowers. See, I was looking for the wrong things when I was trying to find the other things. So that's all we needed. Now we can go back to Sunny Smiles, and yeah, we'll learn how to do some crafting. We'll come back here with a shovel when we do our... There's going to be an episode where we just loot like the entirety of Goodsprings, and I'll include that. But right now we're just trying to progress some of this tutorial. So we're gonna head all the way back. I guess I can do this. It's making me go a little faster. All the way back over here. We gotta get your parkour skills up. It's pivotal. So she's gonna show us a very important thing that we're gonna utilize a lot since we're playing on hardcore mode, which is using the campfire. We're going to need it for food. We're going to need it for healing. It's going to be pretty important for us. Let's take all of them. Empty boxes. Alright, so now we come down here and talk to Sunny.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these will do just fine. Just fine. Alright now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
So healing powder is also
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
alright, so now hello, Cheyenne. Now we're gonna activate this campfire again, and we're gonna make some steaks and sliders. So boat fly sliders. We're gonna make, how many can we make? We're gonna make one, but we'll go ahead and make it. So better food is always good. Gecko meat if you just get it to a campfire, turns it into gecko steak. So we're going to turn all of them into steaks. And then, yeah, so the other things that we know how to make are anti-venom, atomic cocktail, battle brew, bighorner steak, black blood sausage, black coffee, and bleak venom. So we're going to head back to Good Springs. We're going to talk to Trudy just like she wants us to do, just to kind of keep the ball rolling. And then eventually we'll get into starting to do, like, the other things that we're not told to do. We're going to loot Good Springs soon. Embark on the... I didn't mean to do that. Embark on the main quest. I put quotations around embark because we're not going to do a lot of stuff for a while. But now I got my saves working again, hopefully these videos, I know these videos take a lot longer for me to make, a lot more to do in them, and the save not working was just another thing added onto that, so hopefully they'll be coming out pretty regularly, every week, every Saturday. Been pretty good about hitting all my other check marks, and now I'm gonna hopefully carry this one into the next level. Hello, Easy Pete. So we're gonna come in here and there's gonna be a little altercation going down.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Yeah, Joe Cobb, get out of here, you bitch.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I overheard your argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where is Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. Alright.
Oh, there's so many. Okay,
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Yeah, so the thing is, you can choose to do this in the two different ways, which is you can side with the Powder Gangers and get their reputation up, and they have people all around the world, and they won't attack you because you helped them take over Good Springs. But if you side with Good Springs, you're just not a dick, and you get a discount from Trudy, which isn't a big deal. It's probably smarter to side with the Powder Gangers, but I like being the good guy, so. We're gonna also ask about the people that attacked
Not
me.
much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where are they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
What about that robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he actually do?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Alright. So that's a little more about Victor.
Fine by me.
And then, we're gonna ask about the radio.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Get a lot of
Mostly
visitors.
traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general
Ow.
store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the
The
NCR.
new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Alright. And the
I'm pretty
dam.
sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them.
This
The
guy
rumor
just
is that
staring
the
at
Legion is
us.
far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Alright, that should be it.
Be careful out there.
So we're gonna get a level up here. So a couple things we want to kind of pay attention to on this level up. We get perks at even levels, I believe. I gotta get my perk page back out. Yeah. So we want to get barter to 25 pretty fast. Because in this upcoming thing, we're going to have a barter of 25. We also need explosives of 25, speech or sneak of 25, and medicine at 30. So we'll put one here, explosives to 25, and speech or sneak to 25. So we got speech. So we're not going to get there, but we have other means. So with that being said, I am going to put the other 2 points, so just clear, we got 30 here, 25, we got 25. We are going to bump the rest into barter, because of how I want to level up. I want to take a perk pretty early, and I need a really high barter for it. So we're going to continue, and then, so now we get to choose a perk. Now, these level 2 perks, well, let's talk about them. Confirmed Bachelor. In combat, you do 10% damage against male opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the same sex. Hunter. In combat, you do 75% critical damage against animals and mutated animals. Intense Training. You can boost up one of your specials. In combat, you do 10% damage against female opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the opposite sex. Retention. With a retention perk, the bonuses granted by skill magazines last 3 times longer. Swift Learner. With each rank of Swift Learner perk, you'll gain an additional 10% total experience whenever experience points are earned. So we're going to talk about these. Swift Learner will offset the skill, or not the skill, but the trait that we picked in the beginning, which was skilled. But the game is huge. There's so much to do. There's so much experience everywhere that we're going to be able to get all the way leveled up without Swift Learner. Retention, lasting 3 times longer isn't a big deal. Usually use the magazines for, like, checks like that you got to do, like we will be doing with explosives. And so lasting 3 times longer isn't a big deal unless you're just trying to like bump up your medicine or something, or guns for a fight. It's just not that useful. Lady Killer is pretty good. Bonus 10% damage against all females. The problem with it is it's just, for us, it's just worse than Confirmed Bachelor, because there are way more males that you will fight. So this is like almost a 10% damage increase totally. The other thing is Intense Training. We could just boost up a special, but our special isn't like, we're not struggling in any way with our special. Hunter, it's alright. It's probably the second best thing you could pick out of these, unless it depends on how high you value Intense Training. But it's not just straight damage, it's critical damage. You're already probably winning when you hit a critical, is how I usually feel about criticals. So increasing critical damage isn't big. Increasing critical chance is good, but damage isn't as important on criticals. So we're going to go with Confirmed Bachelor. 10% damage against most of the people we fight. And sometimes we'll have access to unique dialogue options. So that's good. Quick, easy thing is we're going to fix this radio. We only need 20. Repair. Boom. So that was a good little experience, and she's gone now. She died. Which, just to clarify, she didn't die, but she just left us. Okay. Yeah, it's nighttime. And since it's nighttime, hello.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Ooh. Fix your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it.
Did you?
Caps for the work.
So yeah, we can kind of be a dick, but more cap is more cap.
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
Nah.
Be careful out there.
Alright, there's a house, I think it might be this one, that's considered not breaking into it, and, I think the beds are free, so, yeah. So this house is like a player home, basically, because it's not breaking in. The only thing is, sometimes random people will sleep here. So let's check out this fridge. We're gonna take all that. So sometimes you won't always have a bed, but 2 melee weapons. What is the DT1? Wait. We're just gonna take it to sell, if anything. Oh yeah, take those. We could take the BB gun and the BBs, but it's not a whole lot of use for that. And the oven's empty. Hammer. Empty bottles. Pencil. Alright, we're gonna sleep until day. Yeah, I'll do a solid sleep like I like to have. No, we'll get up at 6-ish.
Morning.
Hello, Pete. Thanks for watching me sleep. Oh no. So we're thirsty and hungry. We'll just go ahead and eat. Do I have like a... Do I have a drink? There it is. And then, let's look at data here. Nope. Stats. Status. So I've never really messed with hardcore, so I'm still learning. So this is minus H2O is good, right? Or plus. Does this mean low and this means like we're full? No, it's got to be minus because the food was minus. Yeah, so we're minusing again. All right, so now we're gonna go talk to Ringo. Just once that sarsaparilla wears off, we'll check again. Might crack open another sarsaparilla. 218. Data, no, items. Aid. Wait, so this just makes us thirstier? So food, it's minus. Yeah, so all those other things make us thirstier. It's water that does it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So we're gonna value purified water pretty highly. Definitely taking those, even though they make us thirsty. And let's look at this destroyed car, and let's go talk to Ringo. He's gonna be happy to see us, I bet. Oh, what the fuck, Ringo?
Close enough. Who are you? What do you want with me?
If you're gonna shoot, you better not miss.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all.
Hi, tricked
Got
you.
off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Alright, so Caravan, there's some achievements we're gonna have to get with Caravan. And I'm not looking forward to it. No one really plays Caravan. But to get the achievement, we're gonna have to play some Caravan. We'll do that. It's gonna be its own video. Its own video is gonna be a Caravan video, because there's gonna be a lot to it. But let's go ahead and let's go through the conversations.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe you need a hired gun. I'm available. Good luck with that.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps. But you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Wait, Ringo. We're not done yet. So there's a boxing times here. Some turpentine, a box of detergent, tin cans. Some stuff is considered being stolen, but not all of it. Like this sack is not considered being stolen. We're gonna take all of that. Empty, actual whiskey. We're not. We'll grab the whiskey. No! Coffee mug. So this area is considered stolen stuff. I thought. Just those?
So what's going
Okay.
on? Did they agree to help us?
I didn't talk to her yet.
Oh.
What? Ringo, I was just gonna talk to you about Caravan, boy.
So what's going on?
Stop protecting your duffel bag. Let me.
Try to hurt.
Thank you. Get all those. Don't need too many coffee mugs, just a couple. Open this crate. Those are stealing. We'll get them later. And then now we're gonna lockpick. So basically, if it doesn't move, then it can't open, and then you have to move the pick around to get to a point where it can move. But if you put too much pressure on your pick, you could pop it. So we'll come back here at a different time and get those 9mm rounds, because we want those. So now let's go talk to Sunny, which is somewhere. Guess over here. She asleep? Or is she outside?
Howdy.
Hello. She's asleep. We're gonna go into her house. I think. Yep. Also, if the mailboxes are not empty, you should check them. They could have magazines. Hello. Hey, that's the person I saved. There's a wall there. Hey, I'm gonna go talk to... All of this is stealing. Hey, Sonny, wake up. Stop sleeping all day.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
A little bit. I'm gonna help Ringo take on the Powder Gangers.
Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
I'm trying to get to
Sure can.
Prim.
Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
Yeah, I just wanted to show off.
Sure. What do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice. Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too. Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous. If you want to know anything else, just ask. Sure, what do you want to know? If you want... I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Alright, so you can ask about these and then she'll just tell you kind of what I'm going to. What I mentioned earlier and touched on with the speech checks using different things. So we got Sunny in. The reason I keep farming like all their conversations is because I keep getting things out of it. I got stuff marked on my map. It's a small thing, but no reason not to. And plus, it builds the immersion of the world. You just went back to bed. How did you?
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Alright, so we don't have the sneak, but we have the speech. So.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Alright. Goodbye.
Be careful.
So yeah, a lot of these are just checks that are pretty easy to. Let's take a look here. First, let's look at how we're doing on all these things. Still pretty thirsty. Let's take a. I didn't mean to drink two, but I guess it's fine. Oh, I was gonna look at not you. Do I have an explosion related magazine? Boxing times unarmed. I should have an explosion related magazine. Barter. Meds. Alright, we'll have to go get an explosion related magazine. Yo, chat. Okay, let's take a look. So this is a reloading bench and this is a workbench. We can make gecko hide belts, which are used in other things, so we're just gonna go ahead and make all of our hides into belts. And then we can recycle energy cells. And then over here, we can break down stuff and make stuff. So the reason why you want to do this is if you have a bunch of ammo you're not using, you can make ammo that you will use. So for this, we're going to look at our stuff. We got a couple 9mm here. We're going to repair it. Always keep things as repaired as possible. Got some throwing spears. And 10mm pistol. 9mm pistol. 57 laser pistol. Where's my 10 looking like? A little bit. We'll probably mess with this more later on. Right now we're fine. We got a little bit of everything. We're gonna activate this. So now we have the ability to drop stuff off and pick them up somewhere else. And of course we're gonna dumpster dive. Yeah, we'll take it. Try to make repair kits. Hello, Chet.
Howdy.
How's it going, man? Do 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 do. All of your food. A spatula, a pressure cooker, coffee pot. Yo, Chet.
Be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
I need supplies for the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Yeah, Chet's a little bitch. So I'm not gonna talk about the surplus ammo.
Weapon mods are things like
But I'll let him talk about
silencers,
mods.
scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gamora. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Tell me more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
It's big foreshadowing, buddy. What about the Great
They're
Khans?
tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Alright, so we can take a look at what he's got for sale.
Can do.
Let's see. Leather armor, pre-war hat, Dr. Bag, dirty water. Do you have purified water? Apparently not, but you do have some stem packs, some super stem packs. Coffee pot. Alright. Peace
Take it
out,
easy now.
chat. We're probably gonna be. Oh, he gave me leather armor. We'll probably sell some stuff then and buy stuff. So let's check out our apparel. We got lightweight leather armor right now. And this is better than what he gave me. I'll just sell it back to him. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that outfit too. Weapons. Eid. Miscellaneous. Alright. And ammo waste stuff. Okay, thank you. Which kind of sucks. Like. So. We're £4. Okay, it really freaked me out. Because I thought he was just laying on the fucking ground. And I was like, what are you doing, Chet? So, I want to keep the machete, so I want a melee weapon. I don't want the sledgehammer. I'm not a big, heavy melee weapon kind of person. And we're looking to get rid of the leather armor and this, so thanks for the stuff to sell back to you, buddy. Also, we're going to... We got a whole bunch of things. I don't like messing with the aid stuff. We got a bunch of leather belts, and they weigh 1, but I have 21 of them, so it weighs 21. I was like, leather belts don't weigh 21 pounds. What the fuck? So we're just gonna sell this pre-war money, and let's start at the top. Keep the bobby pins, carton of cigarettes. We don't want the cigarettes. Fission battery weighs a lot usually. Gecko egg. I didn't want the book. That was the thing I accidentally picked up. So, we're getting 109 caps out of them. Let's pick up... Would it be an aid? The mods to guns? Free stim pack. This is where the mods are. Nice. Replenishes ammunition. 1 out of 4 shots. Oh, so it basically automatically does the thing that we're doing at the workbench. I've also never played with the Gunrunner stuff, so kind of fun seeing all those new mods. Interesting about it. We're gonna end the video here, and next time I'll try to find an explosive book, and we'll talk to Doc, and we'll probably do the mission. We'll do the thing. Ghost Town gunfight, and we'll be moving on from there. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll move on to the next one next time. Peace out. Goodbye. Oops. We'll save the game. I'm gonna save the game in video, so we all know I'm saving the game. Because that was my save that was not working. But alright, guys. Next time. Bye.